Hey everybody, it's your girl Tennessee North. That little piece I showed at the beginning of this video, those bales of straw out there, yeah. I live in the upper northwest part of Tennessee. Yeah, right there on the border. And lately we've gotten a lot of rain. And we've had a lot of warm days. Well, the last couple hard rains we had flooded our basement. And had to take all the carpet up. Had to get some people to come in and check, make sure there was no mold down there. Yeah, and guess what? We're about to be under the gun again. Starting tonight, it's calling for a lot of rain. In Tennessee, my state, it's calling for a lot of rain. My city is calling for a lot of rain. Matter of fact, my city, they're calling for the most for my city. Yeah. So we got sandbags down there. We've added 10 bales of straw. Try to slow it down. We actually got a contractor who's going to close that door up that's on the side. Because every time it floods, it rains real hard. There's nowhere else for the ground to soak up any more water. It starts flooding. And then it goes up under the door and into our basement. This house, it ain't built like Noah's Ark. I don't know how much it can take. Luckily, we have concrete floors down there. That's the blessing. Every time it rains real hard, Mister, he's 71 years old. I'm 61. We're not no spring chickens. But he stays up all night watching that door, trying to keep that water out. Calling for 4 days of rain. Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and possibly Sunday. Yeah. Please keep us in your prayers. We're going to need it. Yeah, we're going to need it. If we get anything like what they're claiming we're going to get in this area, we're going to need it. So in my video today, it's going to be something simple. My son wanted some jambalaya, and I normally make it from scratch. Not today. I have some other stuff to worry about. The meal ain't going to be one of them. I'm going to use the box. Yeah. I'm going to use the box. Mister can't have it. It says low sodium. Still not low enough for him. He just got the glucose machine to check his sugar. Yeah. And we got to keep it down. So I'm going to make his version of it. I'm going to use brown rice for him. No sodium, no sugar. Yeah. Whole grain rice. And I'm going to use turkey sausage for him. Yeah. Mister and I have been together a long time. I think I spoke to you about it once before. Someone asked, are y'all married? 30 years this year. 30 years this year. August 95. We've been together that long. Um, yeah, it's a long time. He doesn't look his age, and the way he gets around, you wouldn't know he was 71. He has a lot of stamina for a 71-year-old. He's probably got more energy than most 20-year-old. And every time we have these hard rains, he stays up all night trying to make sure that water don't get up on that door. Yeah. So please keep us in your prayers. Any and all will help. Yeah. We got it sandbagged down there. We got 10 bales of straw. Praying that's going to be enough to slow it down. It's supposed to rain tonight, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and possibly Sunday. The wind is really strong out there. I don't know if you can hear it. It's really blowing hard. So, let me get this dinner done so I can get on to some other stuff. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up some onion and green pepper. And I'm going to also add red beans to it. Yeah. They like beans in their jambalaya. So, that's what Tennessee North is doing. Watching the weather. And watching the basement. Okay, I'm just cutting up this onion. You know, I put onion in everything. It gives it flavor. Someone once asked me, why don't they ever see Mister on the camera eating or anything? Well, do you and Mister eat at the same time? We do. When I turn the video camera on, I'll do a sample with you. And I'll actually sit down and eat with him. He doesn't like the camera. And that's okay. I'm the one who wanted to be on YouTube, not him. He didn't sign up for this. And neither did my boys. So that's why you never see them. And that's okay. Everybody ain't cut out for this. I wasn't cut out for it in the beginning either. But hey. Now this modified jambalaya, me and the mister will eat. I'll eat the same thing he eats. When we first tried to start using the glucose machine to check his sugar, yeah, I had to call his sister to make sure we were doing right because he was so sure I didn't know what I was doing. And I didn't. Never done it before. But I do read and comprehend quite well. He wanted to Google it, and he did. Now here's a man who didn't want TV, cable, or he wanted cable, but he didn't want like streaming and Amazon. Oh, he's the Amazon king now. Oh my goodness. I know our neighbors probably say every time you turn around, there's a Amazon truck out there. Oh yeah, he can Google and order stuff off of Amazon, and he didn't want a phone. Now half the time when you call his number, he won't answer it. It's only when he wants to be bothered that he'll answer it, or he recognized the number. He has certain names in the phone. All the kids, mine, his sister, his brothers, and it just depends on whether he wants to talk or not, whether he answers. They usually call my number. Now our numbers are the same except for the last number. Yeah. So they know if he doesn't answer, they'll just call my number and I'll say, he's sitting right beside the phone. Let me go holler in there and tell him, pick the phone up. Yeah. But he's been like that ever since I've met him. Kind of a loner, stick to himself. And he was like that before we got together. His sister said he's always been like that. He's kind of a country guy who's never spent a day in the country. Yeah. So I got the onions and green peppers cut up. Now I'm going to cut up Polish sausage. I'm going to do turkey for Mr. and myself. I'm going to do these kind, smoked Polish sausage for my son. And I use the stainless ones. And I'm just going to cut these up bite size. Yeah. It's no different than the turkey one. Back of my hand. Yeah. And these are These are got a little mixture of everything. The pork, and chicken, it says. Yeah, we're trying to do right by his eating habits. And it doesn't hurt me to eat the same way. And by the way, I hope she's watching. My daughter came back and told me that she went to her in-laws, the grandmother's birthday party in Kentucky. And one of the ladies there, daughter, was one of my watchers. So I wanted to send a shout to her. Susan Turner, yeah, I got the message. I hadn't forgotten. I just hadn't been on here because I've been kind of busy with life. So yeah, I want to thank you for your support, Susan Turner. And thank your mother for telling my daughter. No, so I haven't forgot about you. And I also want to thank Sandra Woody for the letters. I got both of your letters. Thank you. Sandra Woody is in North Carolina. And she's become one of my good friends. And I also want to send a shout out to my friend Dennis Malone. He's been a little under the weather, so I hope you're doing well. Please drop me a line and let me know. And I want to thank y'all for the ones who said some prayers for him. I really appreciate that. I've been running back and forth to Nashville. That's where I've been taking my treatments on my back. I haven't seen any results yet. But I've only had 4 treatments. Yeah. So. I met some people there, a gentleman, I can't remember his name right off the bat. But he was telling me his journey and how he got there. And he was saying that this was his last stop. I said, mine too. I know they say it's not a lot you can do for arthritis, but I just want a little comfort, where I can get up and down without in agony. Once I stand up, kind of get the kink out, I can make it. But if I stand too long, I lock. And then trying to sit down, it's kind of a shock. Then after I sit too long, trying to stand up, it's a shock. Lord, please don't let me lay back on my back. If I lay on my back, I can't get out. It's hard to bend because I'm locked. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So I hope these treatments show me something. I got 25 to do. I've had 4. We'll ask this question again when I get to about 10 and see. Yeah. So, let me get the skillet ready. Okay. This right here is my beef and my pork. Put a little olive oil in there. Put a lot of oil in the other one. And I'm using turkey over in that one right there. This is for Mister and myself. I'm putting the turkey sausage in here, along with the onions and green peppers. Okay. Toss them around. I'm gonna cook down brown them a little bit. And get these green peppers cooked down. Okay, on this side right here, my sons, I'm finna put the jambalaya mix in. Which contains the rice and the seasoning. Add a little more water to it. And over here in the one with Mister's gonna have, I'm gonna add the brown rice. And this is the bag. Water here. Because his rice is already cooked, I won't have to cook it as long. I'm gonna add some onion powder and garlic powder to it. And garlic powder. And I'm gonna add some Old Bay. Okay, let them come to a simmer. Okay, it's been simmering a while. Now, and my son, I'm gonna add a can of red beans. And then the other one, I'm gonna add a can of black beans. Now I'm gonna cover them. And let them simmer the rest of the way. Okay, and with this meal, it's gonna be something real simple. I'm gonna pair it with a little simple salad. I got some spinach here, some baby spinach. Got a Roman tomato. And put little onions on it. And that's gonna be the salad. I told you, simple. I'm gonna put some zesty Italian on it. I told you we're trying to do healthy. And if he's got to eat it, I might as well eat it too. Yeah. So, let me go check the jambalaya. Okay. Let's check it out. And it's ready. And here's the other one. Let me plate it up. Okay. It's ready. A salad. Excuse me. A salad. Some jambalaya. The healthier version than what my son is eating. And I paired it with a few crackers. Wheat crackers. Yeah. Let's see. Let me speak to the Lord. Amen. Amen. It's hot. It just came off the stove. Have some. Yeah. It's one way of eating these things. Sometimes you have to eat a little bit healthier. It's okay. It'll do. Not bad. Could use some salt, but I'm not putting any salt in it. We're getting off that salt kick. Yeah. I'm learning to eat without the salt. Hmm. I used to wouldn't eat the black beans. I think it was the color. I'm getting used to eating a lot of stuff that I didn't eat. You know. Salad. Not bad. Mm-mm. I think if you psych yourself out and say to yourself, oh, it's not going to be good, it might be good, but we have already told ourselves it's not going to be good because, you know, it's whole grain, it's brown rice. You have to give it a chance. Yeah, give it a chance. Crystal Light. Mm-hmm. Mister thought he couldn't go without salt because he put salt on everything too. He's adjusted. Yeah, we both are. Let me get a fake towel. That wind is, ooh. It sounds like a blizzard or something's going on because the wind is whistling. So I have a lot of large trees behind my house. And a lot of times when it rains a lot, those trees, the ground gets so saturated that those trees uproot. I'm praying that don't happen. At the beginning of the video, I showed those bales of straw, and on my deck, all that stuff turned upside down. We don't want our tables to get broke. I remember some years back, I was in Chicago, and Mister called me on the phone and he said, remember that patio table? That was a key word, remember that patio table. Wind picked it up, threw it across the yard, broke it up in a whole lot of pieces. And the fact that I paid several $100s for it, it was material. Could have been the house. I don't get excited about material stuff. You can always replace it. And if you don't, still okay. I worry about my grands and my children. I already told them, make sure those tablets, those phones or whatever you need, make sure they're charged up tonight. My worry comes as I can't get a hold to them, check on them. Yeah, I'm that kind of mom. And I think we all do. We we care more about them and less of ourselves. I pray about it and I go to bed, in the middle of the night. I keep my ears open for that siren, in case I have to go down to lower level. But I know the Lord has me. Yeah. Even though you pray about it and we leave it there, it's still, because we're human, it stays on our mind. One of my Sunday school lessons, we talked about Job. And, I paraphrase everything. Job kept the faith. No matter what came at him, he still kept the faith. And even when his wife tried to get him to curse God and, turn your back and, God letting these things happen, turn your back, He said no. Mm-mm. He wouldn't do it. Even though he lost his health, his wealth, children, still wouldn't do it. Job wouldn't do it. See, the Lord didn't say it wasn't gonna be no adversities, like it's always gonna be good all the time. You gotta trust in Him regardless, good or bad. Because at the end, He's got you. If you give up just when a little something happens, and you say, "Oh, no," he would no. When I pray for the good and the bad, the aches and the pain. It ain't gonna always be just peaches and cream. Some people only pray when they things are going good. You need to pray all the time, regardless, good or bad, because He's got you. And if you turn away just because something bad happens, you didn't have the faith in the first place. People get sickness and cancer, and they say, well, He took my mama, cancer took my mama, why God let me? Mm-mm. God might have had something better for her. You can't just turn your back just when things are not going good always. If you sit up and just, thank God, and when everything is going good for you, if you got the faith, you're going to trust Him regardless of what's going on. He didn't tell us it was always going to be, peaches and cream, always going to be roses, everything smelling good all the time. It's going to be some problems sometime. But if you trust in God, you trust Him wholeheartedly. I get up in the morning and my back is killing me. When I sit on the side of the bed and I rock a little bit, you know, I look down, my ankle might be swollen or something. And I get up and have to hop a little bit before I can get to walking. I thank him for that. Because, see, there's somebody laying that didn't get up. It's somebody that's don't have any aches and pains. He didn't promise me it was going to always be good. When I was young, I would have never thought I had these many aches and pains. But you know, the Lord kept me around. He wasn't through with me yet. And even though I might, my back is killing me, somebody ain't got those troubles. Be thankful regardless. Trouble don't always last forever. Yeah. Trust him. He's going to do what he said he's going to do. Yeah. Job 6:25. Tennessee North don't come on here and try to preach to anybody. The Lord is working on me. When I mention something from the Bible, I'm doing what my God told me to do. Spread his word. That's our job. Tell someone what you heard. Yeah. And, yeah. My son wants to come through here. So I'm going to end this video right here, since I'm holding him up. Jambalaya a little bit healthier. Paired it with a simple salad. Yeah. If you like anything about this video, give me a thumbs up. Like, share, subscribe. Tell someone about Old Tennessee North. Yeah. Keep us in your prayer. Bye now. Oh, hit the notification button. You know I'm coming back with another video.